Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be finishing or slash continuing series I'm in the middle of. Except it's November and I'm a university student. I'm on page 70. I'm in the middle of a couple series. I'm using the spreadsheet on Excel from another YouTuber. I'm not sure exactly who, because I got it from a different YouTuber than the OG creator, but if I can find the spreadsheet I can definitely link it in the description. But basically the spreadsheet that I'm gonna put in the corner right there of the series that I'm in the middle of, as you can see there's a couple. It's actually not that crazy. I like to kind of keep my series organized, so I try to read them like together to not spread them that far, and some of them I put on the spreadsheet because I own the books or they're in like my mental I want to read them really soon TBR, so it's on the series but I haven't actually started them. So the series I'm actually in the middle of, they're not that many and a lot of them are interconnected standalone, so I feel like those putting them off for longer is not as bad as like continuing series where like the story is continuing and I haven't like finished it. There's a lot of series that we can read through, continue. I have a lot of them that a lot of them I have the next book either physically or like on my Kindle and I could continue. I just haven't been doing so. And I also got my hands on a lot of new books recently and a lot of them are new series that I want to start, and I feel so bad about starting so many new ones if I don't even make progress in the ones I'm already in the middle of. And so in the next few days we're gonna do some reading to try to get a few series ticked off the list. The first series that I want to keep going with is Beartown. I read Beartown in January of this year and it's now November and I have not picked up the second book yet. And the other day I went to the bookstore to get a book that we're also going to read in this video probably later because I really want to read that book. But I also got Us Against You, and so I feel like now I don't have another excuse to put it off, and it's so on theme. We're getting into winter in Canada here, and this is set in Beartown, which is a hockey town, and also being from Canada, hockey's really big right now and I love hockey, and I feel like this is just the perfect book to get into the winter season. And I'm so ready to be emotionally devastated with this book. Beartown just was a 5-star, absolutely perfect, sad, disturbing, but like beautiful book, and I'm hoping that this book gives the same feeling. If you guys don't know what Beartown is about, you basically follow many characters. Like the point of views are always changing and you follow many characters of the people of the town of Beartown. And in Beartown, it's a very small town. I think it's in Sweden, and nothing really is happening in Beartown except there's a hockey town, and it's very a small town that relies on the economy that hockey provides them. There's currently this like championship happening, and if Beartown wins, it would be so huge. Like they would get so many sponsors, so many people, the economy would bloom and all of that. And so it's like the big focus that's happening right now. Something happens involving the star player of the Beartown hockey team. Shit falls apart after that in this town. Like so interesting to see how one event unfolds so differently for so many characters. And that's one thing I really like about Frederick Bachman's writing, is that he does a really good job of making us understand a situation and how many different characters can have different views on the same situation. And I think he's so talented. So yeah, I'm really excited to get more into this book. I've actually started it today on the bus on my way to class. I've read 4 chapters, so I'm really on chapter 5. We have picked up exactly where we left off, and the quotes already, the writing is just like, oh my god, like Frederick Bachman, he's that man. Like he's such an amazing writer. So far I've only read Beartown and A Man Called Ove by him, but I think I want to read all of his book. I'm just so in love with his writing and his way of writing books. So but yeah, that's the first book we're gonna read in today's video. Hey everybody, it's 8 p.m. I've been awake for so long now. I'm not registering things properly. My flights went well. My second flight was delayed for so long. You guys don't need to know all the details, but Before falling asleep for like 3 hours, I did read like 200 pages of Us Against You, and it's exactly like I predicted. Like, sad, so thrilling, like not thrilling like scary thriller, thrilling like exciting, so like heartbreaking, but such a beautiful way to describe human nature and the human attributes and characteristics. And I'm having a good time. I did put it down because I was falling asleep, not because of the book, but because I woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning. Exactly what I thought it would be. Like, this update is kind of boring. I feel like I can't really talk about this book because it's the second book in the series. I feel like no book in this video I will really describe what they're about because they're all in the series. But if you know, you know. And if you haven't picked up Beartown, you should. You know, I haven't even done the series and you still should. Like, Beartown, if you're not really into a series or you don't really want to commit to 3 books, Beartown can be read as a standalone. Like, there is a conclusion, and the way Frederick Bachman likes to do is, like, his books, like, at the start of the book and at the start of every chapter, you kind of get like a foreshadowing of what's going to happen. So you kind of get a general idea of what's going to happen with the characters when you start the book. And so when you conclude Beartown, you get the ending that the book predicted at the start. And so, like, it's wrapped up in a bow. So you don't really have to pick up Us Against You or The Winners. But if you like the story, I recommend it. It picks up exactly where we left off. And it's so interesting to be back in this world, back in this town, back in those characters' mind. I love that we're getting so many new characters. Some of them I love. Some of them I don't know if I love. Some of them I feel really bad for. And there's characters that we got in the first book that, like, mentioned, but now that we get point of views from them, and I'm just having a great time, honestly. It is kind of heavy, but very fun, if that's possible. Guys, I just finished reading Us Against You. We'll catch up when I'm not an emotional mess. But oh my god, what? The last, like, 50 pages, I don't think I read them properly because I could not see anything from the tears. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Hey y'all, we haven't chatted in a very long time. I have since the last time we spoke finished another book, so I thought we could review them before getting into the third one. And so the first one that we finished, as you guys saw, I sold my ass out, was Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. I don't have the book with me anymore. I left it at home. But OMG, like, just thinking about it, I'm still so sad and in so much pain from that book, but also I love it so much. I'm like low-key mad at myself that I didn't pick those books up sooner after finishing Beartown, because OMG, like I've been missing out because this was so good. And now I'm thinking maybe this series will be like a 5-star series. Like, every single book in that series will have a 5-star. Like, I am loving this book series so much, and I love Beartown so much. I think I've explained pretty well like what this Beartown world and book series all about in my previous clips, but Us Against You really like picked up where Beartown left off, and it like flowed so nicely back. And I read Beartown in January. Like, I think it was like one of the first book I read this year, and then I picked up Us Against You just now because it picks up right where we left off, and because Frederick Bachman has like the talent of like reminding you what happened without being repetitive. It felt like I never left this world, and it didn't feel like I couldn't feel like it's been a 10-month hiatus since I've picked up the other book in that series. Like, it felt like I was right there back in January when I finished Beartown. And so that was really nice, because some book series, like, if you don't read them so close together, like, you forget stuff and stuff like that. And I thought I would forget what happened because it's been so long, but it was not. And it was very fun to just like pick up where we left off. So I really appreciate that from Us Against You. And now I'm just so like curious about what will The Winner be about. I picked it up at the airport on my way back here because I was so like, I can't wait to pick that book up. I don't know when I will. I don't know if I'll pick it up before the end of the year, but I am so excited to read The Winners. And like, I'm super tired right now, so I don't feel maybe super excited to pick it up, but I am super excited to pick up The Winners. But it's like a chunky break. I had a layover on my way back here, and I bought it at my first airport, like from home, and that was low-key a mistake because my bag was so heavy after that. But it's okay. That's not the issue. But yeah, I'm really excited to read The Winners. And then on the plane on my way back here, I started Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. And then yesterday on my way to school, like on the bus and stuff like that, I finished it. And so Wild Eyes, I really liked Wild Love, and I did not think I was gonna like this one more, but I like this one more. I literally changed my rating of Wild Love because I like this one more. It's still not a 5-star read for me, so I gave it a 4.5 and changed my rating of Wild Love to a 4-star. But I think it's like such a fun story, and I didn't love West in Ford and Rosie's book, but I really love West in this one. And Skylar is just so real. Like, honestly, I just love a book where it's like a famous person and like a random person. Like When in Rome, it's a famous person and just a random person. And I just love when it's like this famous person, like all of their walls break down because this random farmer guy is like the man, or like this random cowboy guy here. Is he really a cowboy? I don't know, but the man. And I tend to love children in books, but these children were like my favorite one I haven't read in a long time. Guys, I'm really struggling with my hair. I don't know, I have to wash it, but it's taking these weird shapes. Like, why is it shaping my face like that? I don't know. Okay, the kids in this book were so funny, and I really liked Ollie and Skylar's relationship. I like the relationship that Skylar has with both of Wes's kids, but her and Ollie specifically. Holly is just like this kid that doesn't talk to anyone, and he relates to Skylar because in one of her interviews she like froze up and she couldn't speak. And there's something so beautiful about like an 8-year-old kid just starting to speak to you because he relates to you. I don't know, I just thought their relationship is so beautiful and so pure. I really enjoyed this book. I read most of it on the plane, and then when I came back yesterday, I went to school and I read it on the bus, and then I came back home and I had like 10 pages left, so I finished it last night. And I didn't film. I think I have one clip of me reading this book. I didn't really film it, but most of it was read like on a plane, on a bus, in passage. So yeah, I don't have clips of me reading this book, but I did read it and I did really enjoyed it. Now I'm excited for the rest of that series. I'm not in any hurry to pick up the series. Like, books on my Kindle, I'm more like, I really like, oh, I have an urge to read on my Kindle. Like, I'm more of a physical book kind of girly. Anyway, sorry for my little tired voice and my tired eyes. I feel like I haven't recovered from my traveling day from yesterday. The next book we're picking up is Eternal Ruin by Tigress Gurma. I really don't know how to pronounce her name. I ate up Immortal Dark so much, and as you guys see, I've removed the Dutch jacket, so that's how you know it's getting serious. I absolutely love this edition. Love is the first enemy, death is the second. It's absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I cannot wait to start reading this book. The last one ended on like low-key cliffhanger, but the thing is, I'm not sure if this is a trilogy or duology. I thought it was a trilogy. I guess I'm gonna have to read and see if it ends on a cliffhanger, because I thought this was a trilogy, but then I couldn't see anyone talk about it being a trilogy. But I think it's a trilogy, so this won't be the conclusion if I'm not wrong. ignore the pimple patch on my eyebrow. I literally have a pimple there and it's bugging me, so I've gone with the pimple patch. I wish I could give you guys a better update for Eternal Ruin, but it's my last straw for school right now. I literally have my last midterm tomorrow, and there's nothing I'd rather do right now than read. However, I have to study for this midterm. And I hate this class. I have no regrets when it comes to the field of study that I chose, which is psychology and biology. However, this one class is literally my only mandatory class this term, and it's the one I hate. And I can't be doing this anymore. I hate this class, and I hate studying, and I've been procrastinating for so long, and now it's 8 p.m. and I literally have 5 chapters to go. Yeah, 5 chapters to go. Okay, yeah, I've admitted it. I've actually thought it would be a motivation to bring the book next to my computer, and like I've been looking. I can't even grab it. This is actually, you guys are struggling. This is the life of a uni student in November. You guys are getting the real behind the scene. I wish, like, when I was planning for this video was coming out today. Guys, I'm on page 70. guys, life is hard. This is my rant. I can't be doing this anymore. I hate this class. So I am on page 70, but I am so excited to be back in this world. I just really, really loved Immortal Dark, and this one like picked right where we left off, and we actually are getting Yoss's point of view. I don't know how to actually say his name, the vampire. Suseyos? But she calls him Yoss, so I'm gonna call him Yoss because it's easier to say. I actually love that we're getting his point of view in this book, because last book was only Kenan's point of view. And let me tell you, the things he's thinking, crazy. I didn't think he was thinking these things. Anyways, I'm really, really happy to be back in this world. And honestly, guys, my midterm's tomorrow, and then after that, I don't have any exam until finals. So we're gonna be binging this book this weekend, and my hope is that I can actually post this video before the next week started. But it's okay, we're behind schedule. I haven't posted in a month. Life is good, life is worth living, except it's November and I'm a university student. If you know, you know, and I hate daylight saving, and I will stop ranting now. Here's the situation. I lost my voice, so this is the baddest you're gonna get out of me. Also, hands where you guys haven't been getting vocal updates. Anyways, I'm almost done with this book. I have not a lot left. It's less than 200 pages, and I think I'm gonna finish it tonight. However, I don't think I did an update of what this book is about, and also I've had a reaction to makeup, and so we're gonna ignore that. Okay, thank you very much. So far, this book is really interesting because it's picking back exactly where we left off in the first one, and we're following multiple point of views of the characters compared to the first one. The first book was only Keaton's point of view, and now we're getting her sister June, and we're getting Susenyo's point of view, and I think that's it. But still very interesting to get other people's point of view. And the story is actually like at a nice pacing, because we're getting both plot points and also like personal Keaton's life points in a nice, like the weaving of the plot is very nice. I feel like this book could be action-packed. The fact that the action is like spread out really makes it that when we get to these personal moments, it makes it more, we can appreciate them more, if you guys kind of get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm not gonna say more because I don't have voices. It's probably really annoying for you guys, and also my face is probably a bit annoying to look at because it's all swollen and red. But I'll give you guys an update either when I'm done with the book or when I can speak again, whatever that might be. And enjoy the B-roll. Before I put the dust jacket on, I want to take like a moment to really just appreciate this cover. It's beautiful. So we're putting the dust jacket back on because I'm done reading Eternal Ruin, which I'm so happy. And now I'm also like super scared for the characters because it ends on a cliffhanger again. In the book, the third book is not anywhere close to being done. I don't think so. So yeah, Eternal Ruin, that was such a wild ride. I think it was really interesting to read this book in this period of my life where I'm like finishing my midterms, as you guys saw in my little crash out session. Also having so much skin issue, which is definitely painful and definitely something that is hard to deal with on a day-to-day life. But also I've had issue with my eyelids, and so it was hard to open my eyes, and so I couldn't read because I couldn't open my eyes. So I was listening to audiobooks, but I don't like to audiobook a book that I'm reading physically. I don't know, I have like some bookish quirks like that I do, and it's like, why do I do that? So as I mentioned before, I think one thing I was saying that I really enjoyed was the pacing of this book, and it's gonna be a bit contradicting because honestly the pacing of this book just kind of fell off in the middle part, like for like maybe 100 pages, like in the middle it felt a bit slow. I was like, okay, get to the point. So that was definitely a bit of a disappointing thing. Is this was definitely the main thing that like bothered me in this book, because apart from that, really have no issue with this book. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so apart from the pacing feeling a little slow in the middle, I literally have no other notes for this book. I really enjoyed it, and as I said in previous clip, I really like the pacing formatting between the two like part of the story. Like you have the main plot line and the like personal plot line, if that's like a thing. Like you have Kidan, I'm really struggling with their names. You have Kidan's like personal life plotline and like the things she wants to be like doing, and the things she likes and stuff like that, and her friendships. And then you also have Kidan and Yas and June and all of these people trying to like get to something. And so these two storylines are like kind of interweb in a very nice manner, and I really enjoy that. It's hard to explain without spoiling anything because this is the second book in a series, so I don't really want to tell you guys what the plots are, but I really enjoyed the way the story was like webbed. I don't know, there's no other way to explain that, but that was really fun. I like that we got more POV, and I'm really hoping the next book also has a lot of POVs. It wasn't like overdone. Like the main character is still Kidan, you still get her POV the most, but like sometimes when she doesn't know something but we need to know something, it's interesting to have another person's POV. And I think this was really well done, really well utilized, and I really am hoping we get the next book with multiple point of views. And so yeah, I really like just had a great time with this book, and really got stressed. Like the last 150 pages, I was really stressed. I kept putting it down because I was like scared that they were not gonna make it out alive. I was scared they were not gonna like be able to find a resolution. I was scared they were all gonna hate each other. I was scared they were all gonna love each other. Like I don't know what I was scared of, like everything that you can possibly be scared of in a book. The last 150 pages like got me really stressed, and that was really fun. Got my heartbeat racing really, and I really had a good time with this one. I cannot wait for the third one. I don't know, there's no like due date, there's no any information about it, but I follow the author on Instagram, and she posted a little story picture, and she like of the manuscript, and she was like, don't worry guys, character name is alive. And I was like, oh, thank God, thank the Lord. So anyways, that's what Eternal Ruin. I really had a good time with this video with all the books that I read. I'm really happy, like all of them were like really highly rated. Maybe I should just focus on this series before starting a new series, because clearly they're going well for me, but we'll see, I guess. I hope you guys are not too minded by my voice and my face throughout this video. I've literally had a lot of like medical appointments and stuff in the past few weeks. It's also why I haven't really been posting in the month of November, but I am feeling a bit better and I want to be posting, so we're gonna just have to ignore that I look like a clown, and that's okay. I'm taking good care of my skin, so it's okay. We're gonna be okay. But I really hope you guys are interested by something in this video. I hope I gave you guys the want, the urge, the need to go pick up one of these books, one of these series. You should do it, pick them up. I think they're all very good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are intrigued with this series, and now you guys are gonna pick them up. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and you comment what's your current read in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.